The first thing is about the plant quizzes. So I'm gonna offer two versions of a retake for that. One will be the same quiz that we had before, same plants, everything, and that'll be Wednesday at lunch in here. So if you need to retake that quiz, or if you haven't taken it yet, come here Wednesday during lunch. In order for that to play out well for you, you need to have a copy of your dichotomous key. If you turn in a copy of your dichotomous key with your name on it prior to Wednesday during lunch, I'll print it out for you. But if you don't turn it in, then you should bring it, because otherwise you won't. It's not gonna go well. When I say your dichotomous key, I mean yours. It's got to be your dichotomous key that you created from your actual branching diagram. One of the things that occasionally happens is that somebody who didn't make a dichotomous key shows up with a dichotomous key, but it's not theirs. So just know that I'm being real specific here. If you have a dichotomous key, but it's not the one that you submitted, if it's not your own work that you created from your own branching diagram, then you can't use it, okay? Because it doesn't represent your work. I have graded the plant quizzes, but I didn't put them in Canvas. And that's because I like you, and enough of you didn't have your dichotomous key that basically there were two tiers of grades. There were people who did great, A's and B's, and those people were the ones who had their dichotomous key. And then there were people who didn't have their dichotomous key, and those people, for the most part, got about 50%. You knew the common names, which is great actually, but you didn't know any of the scientific names. So you got 7 out of 14, which is 50%, and I don't want to put that into Canvas because it's gonna look bad. So I'm gonna wait until after the retakes. If you did not have your dichotomous key, if you didn't know the scientific names, then plan to be here on Wednesday to do a retake. If there's any uncertainty in your mind about whether you just did a killer job, plan to be here on Wednesday during lunch for the retake. I will show you your quiz tomorrow during class so you can see. So if you're not sure, you'll be able to see it, and it's not. I don't want to be mysterious. I just don't want it to go on Canvas because it's not going to look good for enough of you. And just make sure that if you're going to do the Wednesday version, that you have your dichotomous key, or you've turned it in with your name on it so that I can print it out and give it to you. If you can't make it Wednesday, then there will be another option, but it's not going to be the same thing. It's going to be more work on your part, because I'm not going to go out and collect plants again, and these ones, by the time Thursday rolls around, these ones are going to be all dried up and useless. So I will do something different. You'll still have the opportunity for a retake, but it isn't going to be come in and identify the plants. It's going to be something where you have to do some more work outside of class. A couple of other quick things. Number one, as far as I know, I've graded everything that I can. So if there's anything that you see on Canvas that's a 0 or just ungraded, is because something is haywire. I don't know what. Maybe you didn't turn it in. Maybe you did turn it in and I missed it. Maybe you turned in a picture but not the hard copy, and then you turned in whatever. Like maybe you turned in the hard copy but no picture, and then I gave you the hard copy and you took a picture but then I didn't have the hard copy. Like whatever it was, we can get it sorted out. There might be late penalties for some of the work, but we can still get it sorted out. But if you look at Canvas, don't do it right now, but if you look at Canvas today and see any missing assignments or ungraded assignments, those are going to become 0s. They will turn into 0s because I don't have what I need, or I don't think I have what I need to grade them. So warning all of you that that's gonna happen because I don't want there to be any surprises. And then I wanna remind you, I've told you this several times, I know it takes some getting used to, but what I want you to hear is, if you're somebody who needs extra time to complete the work that we do in class, you can have it, period. Everybody gets extra time on the assignments. The way it works is this. Number one, use your class time. If you're not using your class time, you don't get extra time. But if you use your class time, then I'm gonna, when we have it like today would be a perfect example. At the end of class, I'm gonna say, take a picture of your work, turn it into Canvas, and put your hard copy in the bin. If you use your class time and you turn in your work before the due date, then you will automatically have till the next class period to complete it outside of class for full credit. If you need more time than that, you can have that too. You just need to communicate with me. So if you need more than one class period, send me an email and say, hey, Brigar, I didn't get this done. I can finish it, but I can't do it by tomorrow because we have our cross-country barbecue tonight, and I have an away game in soccer on Tuesday, so can I turn it in on Thursday instead? And the answer is going to be yes. So I want you to take advantage of those extensions, but it does mean you have to do some stuff outside of class. And for the record, the work you do today, you're not going to have to complete outside of class. So you can. I just want you to turn it in, even if you don't get everything done. It's going to be fine. I'll give people who are using their class time full credit because you've done a lot of really good work so far. Okay, so that's the nuts and bolts. And then our goal today, we're going to do three things. One, we're going to go outside and we're going to collect the measuring vegetation cover data for the last two transects. On Thursday, most of you were able to get at least 2 out of the 3 transects that we did. The last 2 are out there right now. So we're just gonna go out and collect data on transects 4 and 5. Same way we did it before. If you weren't here, you're in a group, and I'll show you what your group is in just a second, and then you'll know that your group members can tell you how we collected the data. So we'll go outside, we'll collect that data. We'll come back with about 15 minutes left in the class period. So we'll be back here by about 11:30. So we'll have about 20 minutes to do the data collection. We'll be back here by 11:30, and when you come back, you're gonna enter your data. And the data gets entered. There's a link on Canvas in the module that says, enter your data on this Google form. And when you click on that, it's gonna pull up you don't have to type anything except one person's name. The rest of it is all like drop downs and buttons to click. And sorry, I can't see it. It looks like this. Your group spokesperson is just going to be a person in your group that you nominate. Everybody should agree to be like the person. If I have any questions, I just want to go to one person. This doesn't have to be the person who enters all the data. Most of you will have 3 to 5 transects worth of data. Most of you have 3 to 4 members of your group. So if everybody enters one transect worth of data, and you all are going to put the same person's name, your group leader, your spokesperson, then we'll have all the data entered by the end of the period. And all you do for each transect, you just identify what the number of the transect was, and then go down the list. What was the dominant tree at 0 meters? What was the dominant tree at 5 meters, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30? And then what was the dominant shrub or small tree at 0 meters, 5 meters, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30? So it's super simple to get that data entered, and it'll go really quickly. After you get your data entered, then you should all be recording the data in your own, like on your own sheet of paper. So after you get the data entered, you write your name on your paper, hold it up to your Chromebook and take a picture, turn that in on Canvas, and then put the paper in the bin. I'm gonna score your work in addition to having you enter the data online, okay? So that is our plan. Does anybody have any questions before we go outside and start collecting data? Okay, here are the groups. Sebastian, Isabella, David H., and Nolan. Jake, Travis, Rowan, Samuel, Cooper, Desi, Liz, Logan, Nikhil, Abby, Ben, M, Yoslin, Natalia, Allison, Hannah, and Pay, Niku, Neela, Luca, Michael, Minty, David, O, Ben D, Kennedy, Cameron, and Braden. And so there were a handful of people who weren't here on Thursday, so you just find your group and have them tell you how we collected the data. It's pretty straightforward. And everybody needs something to write with. Don't forget a pen or a pencil, because otherwise you won't be able to write. Everybody needs paper, and let's go ahead and head out. We'll need to come back here at about 11:30.
I turned my